I recently decided to upgrade my gaming setup, and I wanted something unique to bring it to life. I already have a few prints showcased, and I didn't want just another print, but something that really fits the vibe of this room, so I went searching. This is the Star Wars Infinite Hangar. It's an LED lit Imperial TIE Fighter hangar that creates a mesmerizing tunnel effect. This model was made by Julian FJ, and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description. The file consists of 8 build plates of prints totaling just over 22 hours. Here are the various parts printed out. Well, almost. I realized I had missed a print and quickly got it loaded up in the slicer and printed it out. The materials you'll need for this project are a D1 mini controller to control the lights, a WLED compatible light strip, some chrome vinyl, and you can use acrylic, but I opted for PETG for this part. First thing I did was I took my D1 mini controller and plugged it into the computer. You head to Google and you type in WLED install, it'll lead you here. You click install, find your controller, click connect, and it'll take a little bit to connect. And you'll head over and hit install WLED. It's going to ask you if you're sure if you want to install. Everything will be erased. Hit yes. The install process will take a little bit, and it's going to ask you to set up your Wi-Fi. And once your Wi-Fi is configured, you will be ready to visit your device. Here is where you can control everything for your light strip. You can do the color, the pattern, anything you want to do to these lights, you can do it in here. Once you figure out what you want to do, top right, you will hit plus preset and you will save the preset to the device. After that, I took my D1 Mini back to the workstation and had to do some soldering. I am pretty new to soldering myself. If you have any tips and tricks, feel free to leave them in the comments and I would appreciate it. I kind of jumped the gun and forgot to put the wire through here before I soldered, so I had to make a cutout. And this is me trying to finagle the wire through my impromptu cutout. Next up is the chrome vinyl. We're going to use this as a mirror effect behind the TIE fighters. If you've ever applied vinyl before, this is pretty straightforward. You just peel it back a little bit at a time. I'm using a microfiber cloth to help me not scratch the chrome finish. And you just want to work it a little bit at a time. And as you can see, I did leave a few blemishes on the chrome finish, but it's nothing too bad. After I had it all smoothed out, I took an X-Acto knife and cut around the edges. Just remember to take your time and be careful with the knife. If you have a little hanging over, it's okay, we can just fold it over. Next, I took my power cord to power the controller and fed it through the hole in the side and connected it. This part is a little tricky as you have to make sure the wires that you soldered before make it through this top piece. And once you make sure it's good, don't push it in all the way because we have to put the chrome piece into the cable housing. This whole model requires no glue. Everything fits pretty tightly. Once it was situated, I used a microfiber cloth to get off all of my fingerprints. Now, the part that you fed the soldered wire into, you can press down on top of the other one. This was probably the tightest piece that I had to deal with. For that, I had to feed the WLED lights into the hanger housing. This part is going to connect to the soldered part that was fed into the middle piece. Once you wrap it around, just cut off the excess. Then we're going to feed it into the left side hole of the middle piece. After you push the wires through, we're going to work on wiring it to the soldered piece. And here it is in place. I took the top of the hanger housing and put it inside to make sure it fit. And once I knew it would, I removed it so we can install the TIE fighters. They just slide into these little slots right here. When you're building it, they do wiggle a little bit if you would like to. You could glue them. I did not. Pretty simple to put together. It's 3 pieces. Snap them together. Once I had both TIE fighters situated, it was time to put the hanger housing top back on. I did decide to add a normal LED to the outer half for the outside ring light. I could not figure out anywhere how to put 2 strips on one controller. So if you know and would like to help me out in the comments, I'd greatly appreciate it. I just had to make sure this light was situated so the top would still go on. And finally, it was time to work on the PET-G. I traced out the guide that I had printed off with a marker and then used a razor blade to cut along the edges. And you just want to be very careful here. Once I had it cut out, I had to situate it into the top piece, and it fits pretty snugly also. The acrylic or PET-G you use here really helps with the infinite effect of the TIE fighters. After it was all assembled, it was time to take it and hang it in its final resting place. I used command strips to hang mine on the wall. And it was finally time to plug it up to see it come to life. And as you know, there's one set of TIE fighters in there, and there's a hangar, and you can see up to 4 hangars right now, and the real magic happens in the dark. And that's the Infinite Hangar. It's really such a simple print with such a massive payoff. If you're into Star Wars builds or just want a showstopper for your setup, this one really is a no-brainer. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. If you enjoyed this build, subscribe for more prints like this, and let me know what you want me to bring from Pixels to Prints next.